Hello everyone, I'll be talking today about the importance of conifers. So, the word conifer is a Latin word for cone bearing because conifers produce cones within which they produce pollen, which is the male cone, and grow seeds, which is the female cone. Conifers are all woody plants, mostly trees, plus a few shrubby species. They have either needle-like or scale-like leaves, and most species are evergreen. They include the economically important pines and many other timber species that are exploited for use in construction and paper. So, the reproduction within conifers is relatively simple when compared to the mechanism used by angiosperms. Huge amount of pollen, which is produced in the male cones, is transported by wind with the hope that some pollen will reach the female cone of another tree and fertilize them. Once fertilized, female cones will begin to grow seeds. It can take up to 2 years for the seeds within a female cone to grow to maturity, at which time the cones will drop onto the ground or release the seeds from the cone. So, why are they economically and ecologically important? So, there are a number of significant uses to conifer trees that make them important both ecologically and economically. In many parts of the northern hemisphere, conifers make up the majority of the biomass and are significant sources of primary production to many ecosystems. Conifers dominate industrial woody supplies because of their technical and economical advantages for the wood-based industries, supplying over 50% of the world's timber harvest. Nearly all conifer wood goes into pulpwood for the paper industry, although about two-thirds of the conifers in the world's plantations are destined for timber. Some large-scale uses of the conifers from the past is that they were used for railways, which are being still used now. They were used for mine props and to make fences, which we still use till today. Also, the second most economically important use of conifers is in the horticulture. So, during the 19th century, plant hunters employed by estate owners or by associations working on their behalf collected the seeds of many conifers in North America, China, and other parts of the world to be planted in gardens and parks. And the landowners took pride in their arboreta and vied with each other for the best collections, but also often exchanged them. Lastly, conifer trees are important as carbon sinks, as the photosynthesis removes carbon from the atmosphere. Their giant trunks can store immense amount of carbon for hundred, if not thousands of years, which can be used later on. In conclusion, conifers are not just keystone species, but umbrella species as well. If protected, they can help to extend protection to other, less charismatic species. As the climate changes everywhere, certain species may shift to take up space in new, suitable environments, and this may consequently lead some of the smaller dependent species to shift too. So overall, conifers provide important habitats and shelter for animal species. Thank you.